Well, hello again, YouTube. AJ Shaver here, and today we're going to feature the SF9tr, which is the self-propelled unit from SplitForce. It has a 9 horsepower motor, but this one has the upgraded side conveyor on it, which is really nice for loading out into like our 6th cord mini log lift firewood bags, your standard height 275 IBC tote, or just making a big windrow pile just as the machine moves forward past the existing rounds and just leaving split firewood in its wake. We did sell some of our in-stock semi-pros. This is the last new one that I have. And then of course our own HWP 150 left-hand edition from Halverson. I just had a gentleman come down here. They're gonna order a new one of those. But like I said, today we're focused on the SF9tr. So let me grab the camera. We'll do a quick walk around. And the reason that we're doing this video was I was on the phone today with an existing customer of ours down in, I think Doug is in like the Manassas, Virginia area. He has a 1424 extended frame with auto cycle fast split and the 12-foot conveyor on it, but he's getting more of this bigger tree service kind of wood. So when we were on the phone today, chatting back and forth about the vertical splitter, and he has a new opportunity where they will be supplying firewood for a wood-fired pizza oven restaurant, and they're looking for like 2 cords a month, but they want like that really nice ooh pretty firewood in that 3-inch kind of cube size. So when we had the customer here the other day looking at a semi-pro, we bucked up these 28-inch diameter rounds, and we put them on the semi-pro with the bigger cylinder because the customer wanted to make sure it would do the really gnarly stuff. And I know this will do the big rounds, so this kind of works out where I've already got the rounds cut. Doug has questions about big rounds, so we're just going to do this video with the purpose. And like I said, let me grab the camera. We'll do a quick walk around for both Doug and for you watching the video. So stay tuned. So I really like it when we can go from a phone call to a purpose-driven video. So again, this is the SF9tr, which is the self-propelled version of the smaller SplitForce units. So we had them put this output conveyor on the side, and then it is adjustable here with the carabiner in the middle, so you can choke up on the chain for a higher output height. And again, we're just splitting into our 1/6 cord mini log lift firewood bags, which still have the same little unloading loop on the bottom, the fancier mosquito netting. So it just works out nice. I don't want to pull one of my bag racks out of the lineup that we have, so we're just going to use the telehandler forks here to hold the bag. But again, with SplitForce, the nice thing is the table height, the work table itself, the vertical mast, the I-beam, the cylinder, except for the brand new one that we're going to have at the Boonville show in 2 weeks, is going to be a 24-inch cylinder. These are all a 20-inch cylinder. And the log lift is the same. So basically it just depends whether it's the SF9, which is the towable unit, highway tires and a 2-inch hitch, the SF9tr, which is the self-propelled, the 9tr with the side conveyor like this one, the SF11, which the conveyor comes off right here and then goes up for 16 feet in length, or the 1320, which again, the conveyor goes up through here but 20 feet long. So it doesn't really matter which model you get into. It's the same drive motor, the same off-road tires, and the same table height, the same log lift, the same wedge, the same cylinder, the same vertical mass, same foot pedal. Speaking of foot pedals, I was also on the phone today with another good customer of mine. He's up in Bill from Michigan. So this is the adjustment here, Bill, on getting the pedal lower to the ground, or we can add in more chain link, because the longer that is, it lets this pedal down here drift down so it's not so high up in the air. So that's what I was telling you about on the phone today, was just how all this kind of works here and then goes on down to the back of the pedal. We can do these with an electric start motor. We can do a reversible conveyor. This just has the flow gauge on it, or the flow valve, for doing like a 0 to 10. Again, we normally run them somewhere around like a 3 or a 4. There's no reason for this thing to be chattering super fast. We can do LED lights up on it. Trying to think what other options that we have, but as I stated earlier, we have these big rounds that we're going to go through, and actually I already had this one on the log lift, and for some reason it rolled out of there. It is the butt end, so you can see where the tree had been cut. Actually squirted up last night, so we could put it on the splitter without having you know, anything off. So there's the SplitForce hat. Was wearing the correct one this time. So let me get the camera back in the tripod, the big round on the deck, and we'll make some nice little pieces out of big pieces. All right, so that's the SF9tr with the side conveyor on it. And we did split directly into the 6th cord mini log lift bag. And again, look at how nice that mosquito netting is. You can look right through the front of the bag. You still get the stitched in ventilated sides. And then again, more mosquito netting back here. The customer can see exactly what is in this bag. And if you have a smaller tractor like a Coyote, a Kubota, or a Deere, you'll easily be able to pick this up. It's a little bit less quantity, you know, even than like an IBC tote, the bigger bags. And again, it's so nice to be able to get these beautiful square pieces out of the splitter, and it's just about effortless. I mean, everything in here is just pretty, except for me, because I'm very sweaty. It's very humid. I think it's about 89 or 90 degrees with like 1,000% humidity. But you get the idea. Hopefully, Doug and Bill, you'll be able to get a better understanding of what this SplitForce unit can do. We do have this one on sale. It is not going to last long. Regular retail should be about $16,500 on it. We had it reduced for a summer sale to $15,500. And if somebody wanted to say they saw it on this video, the only way you're going to see or hear this price, I will sell this unit as it sits as a demo for $14,200. And today is, not August yet. Today is July the 30th, 2024. So I have this one unit available for $14,200. You can take it home, but it must be picked up in Dallas, Pennsylvania, zip code 18612. So there you have it, folks. Let's wrap this one up, and I'm heading for a shower. So I knew there was something I was forgetting to do, and that was to get a diameter here for Mr. Doug. I'll probably come around to the correct side of the tape measure so you don't have to read it upside down. So that way it's 30 inches. This way it looks to be about 27 inches. And they were all cut from the same piece. I'll go ahead and throw that picture on the screen just so you can confirm that it all came out of the same piece. And even on this measurement wise, so from the I-beam to the end of the table is 17.5. I know Bill was asking what the height was on the table, and that is 31 inches to level ground. So the log lift does span about 18 inches square, or 24 square, sorry. So that's extra real estate, you know, once that comes up, 27 on that side. So, all right, now let's wrap this one up. All right, so what I was trying to do was to get all 3 and 4, if you count the big Logzilla machine in the back, in the same frame. And the reason that I wanted to do this was we offer a little bit of everything for everybody, or something for everyone, I guess I should say. You know, whether it's an entry-level splitter like the Brute Force Semi-Pro, it's not entry-level as in like Home Cheapo or Tractor Supply, but it is commercial. It does come standard with like the log lift, a solid axle, fast split, a big bore cylinder, and an interchangeable wedge. The starting price is like $8,900. Then we get into the SplitForce stuff. The towable unit with the log lift is like $9,900. This one, you know, like I said earlier, with the conveyor on it, we're doing like $2,000 off, you know, $14,200 picked up here. Again, that price stays on this video and did this one unit only. Then processor wise, this is the biggest one from Halverson. It's $21,500. So you can see, like, we kind of keep tiering everything up, whether you're just trying to do your own winter wood supply, you're trying to do winter wood plus some retail stuff. And then again, we get into the bigger conveyor ones, which is more commercial with more options, oil coolers and all that kind of stuff with the SplitForce. But with the Halverson lineup, we can do a full processor, which is their 120 model. And it right now, I believe, runs around 11,000. So you have a splitter that's basically 9. I can do something with a hydraulic saw and a 4-way for 11, and then like it all kind of tiers. That's why when I ask you for the opportunity to discuss this stuff over the phone, it's because I have such a wide arrangement of equipment that we can literally fit something in for everyone. And you know, the processor wise, it comes down to like your diameter of the log and then the length, because we do like the extended frames. And then like with the brute force stuff, we go like the 14 series, the 16 series, the 18 gas, the 18 diesel, and then into the 24 class. But it kind of goes 16 inch, 18 inch, 20 inch, 24 inch, then up to 31 inch diameter, all on that stuff. And it ranges from 40 grand to like 125,000. Again, that's why I like to have the conversation. And again, even like with Halverson, you kind of go 16, 20, and 24 inch diameter, but it's 11,000, 17,000, and 21.5. So there's something for everybody. I just want to sit down, have the conversation, put it on paper, get you the proper quote, because we use probably the SplitForce more than like a horizontal splitter, because I'm doing that. I'm doing the pretty custom firewood stuff with the SplitForce, where a traditional splitter, whether it's an Easton made, a Wolf Ridge, a brute force, something, you put that wood on there and it pushes it away from you. You have to reach, bring it back in, but then you're left to whatever the wedge makes it into. Where with a vertical splitter, you're looking straight down and you can map it right across on how you want those pieces to look. That's why I was showing you, we started off with that big round, we quartered it, and then I cut the triangle pieces off of the quartered piece so I could get that nice, you know, 8 or 10 inch square block, and we could go across that either, you know, for as a 6-way split or a 9-way split out of that to get the really nice, you know, square pretty wood. And that's where this is going to go. It's going to go in one of those round racks out here by a lake property, and it's just going to be that pretty firewood where they want it to look nice both on the rack and in the fire. So that's where that's going, and that's why we were using, or I was using, the SplitForce. If you're just looking to make this big chunky stuff, just pound it out retail fast, the Semi-Pro is great. You know, processor wise, you have to be buying, you know, log length firewood. And that's where like the 1824 diesel comes in. You know, ours is the Logzilla machine with all of its bells and whistles, but that one does a full cord in about 10 to maybe 12 minutes. So we split 3 rounds on this, filled a 1/6 of a cord firewood bag. It was right about 18 minutes, give or take, and that was with me rolling it up and on, rolling it up to the deck, quartering it up, and then starting production. I know Doug had said he was timing stuff with his 1424, trying to use the auto cycle on that to make things, you know, get down into that pizza wood size retail wood for his restaurant guy. So I'll be curious to see how this compares to what Doug was finding out. But I just wanted to put the video out there just because this is real world. I'm not just splitting firewood because I'm splitting firewood. I'm splitting it because that bag is going for sale, and it's going out here to lake property. So it is what it is. So now is the famous time where I get to ask you again for the opportunity to talk to you over the phone and get you that sales quote. So if I can earn your business, please give me a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. It's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. We have a lot of our stuff showcased over on the website, which is shaverequipment.com. We do offer financing. It's through Ameribank. The link is there on the website. And full disclosure, I say it to everybody. If you have a good local bank, a credit union, something local to you, use them. If they don't want to give you, you know, $14,200 for a log splitter or $21,000 for a skid steer attachment, then that's where Scott and his team come in, because they know what the unit is, they know what it's worth, and they'll get you the financing for it. So use it as a resource. It's a tool, just like everything else that we have. We're up here in Northeast PA. Like I said, it's Dallas, Pennsylvania, it's kind of Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. So if you want to stop by the woodyard, call me. We can schedule up a visit. I think today marks 2 weeks, and I'll be in Boonville, New York for the big Woodsman's Day Woodsman's Fields Day Logger Expo. I can't remember the exact name right now. I'll chalk that up to heat, but we will be up there. I have my fingers crossed that we are going to have the Log Lift third cord bags at the show. They're still not here yet. It's absolutely killing me because I use them in my own production and I sold off everything I have trying to fill customer needs, and I am nowhere near where I want to be for the winter as far as the bags go, but it is what it is. So again, if we can earn your business, would love to talk to you. We use everything. We started with the Halverson, ended up with the brute force, ended up with the trailers, the vertical splitters. We use it all. I know the tips, the tricks, the troubleshooting questions, how to walk you through making adjustments and different things. Please give us a phone call. Would love to hear from you. I think this is the longest close in the history of the channel, but I am going to wrap it up. Remember, I am always working hard to be lazy. Even though I'm sweaty, that was still a lot easier than doing it any other way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.